Okay.
Today you had a press conference.
Yes, I did.
Why?
Very good evening to your listeners. Basically, the press conference led by myself on behalf of the majority was to drum home a situation, if not checked, and if we don't grow out of it, this country will be led by leaders based upon what they say and not what they mean. And that is based upon the expose by the former president that we should have focused on Agenda 111 by stating maybe we will do about 40 hospitals. And he think was over-ambitious position by the president, and then also was unrealistic. I think that that couldn't have been the position of the former president.
Why?
It makes him absolutely inconsistent. That's why I brought the manifesto of the NDC.
What is the manifesto of the NDC?
The manifesto of the NDC in 2020, in page 64, items P, Q, and R, which I would stand to let the public know that indeed the manifesto is supposed to be what we say when you win elections in public policy. The Crashia Kratos is a binding, a major decision policy document that guides you to rule. So therefore, you don't joke with manifestos in any country. Manifestos, interventions are supposed to be culturally acceptable, politically wise, financially okay, sustainable. And therefore, before you put it in, you know exactly what you want to do. Now, if you go into the NDC manifesto of 2020 in page 64, you look at item P, it says that they will construct regional hospitals in the 6 new regions and the Western region. And this is a fundamental principle encompassed in Agenda 111. Now, it also states that it will provide district hospitals in districts where there is none. Now, in this country, there's only 88 hospitals that has no district hospital. So if the NDC manifesto is saying that it's going to provide district hospitals in districts that has none, it means automatically it's going to establish 88 district hospitals, plus 6 regional hospitals and 1 for Western region. It also states in R that it will establish 2 non-infectious disease centers, and that put it to 96. Now, therefore, what was the reason why the NDC came out with this? Was it based upon thinking that it's mere talk, mere rhetoric? And if you say we are over-ambitious and we could have cut it to about 40, you are going to 96. So what were you thinking about when you were going for yours? And what were we also thinking about? We would go for optimism. All over the world, there have been leaders who have been bold. They will come out with a policy and people will say, no, you can't do it. They may start and others will complete it. In history, they are vindicated. And now this position is premised on the fact that he's bold about the decision. He wants by 2030, universal access to healthcare, quality, affordable access to everybody. It's there for each and every one. It is based upon how the glass is half full, half empty. He wants to look at half full as optimism. And he's saying that I'm going to get this done. And he's clear about it. If he doesn't get it done, it's a dream of Ghana. Get it done. And that is better than none.
Can he get it done?
He can get it done. But obviously, you can't complete it. Longitudinal trends, which you can do your research now, shows that. In history since 1992, every government that has succeeded in having hospitals have not gone beyond 12. President Kufuor, he did 6, and Eurojet was bringing him another 6 to be 12. And he could not achieve that because Eurojet has been stored until now that they are completing. The NDC were able to start some. The NMS projects were about 5 or 6 of them. They could obviously finish Dodua. The LCs could not extend to do the phase 2 of several of their hospitals. It was this government that is completing it because healthcare it does not look at the NDC or look at MPP as a medical doctor. I don't look at my patients as NDC MPP. So I've always advocated in Parliament, and everybody listening to me knows that in Parliament I go for a line that does not healthcare. You don't do politics with it. If you do politics with it, it will catch up on you. So I've always stated clearly in Parliament that I will do no politics with healthcare, and I will say it as it is. As we speak now, I think the former president has no basis to have come into
But you said that the current president cannot complete all 111 hospitals. That is a classic definition of a policy proposal that is overambitious.
No.
But if you can't do it...
No, it's not you can.
But you've made you use the word
yes,
can't.
Yes, I have stated in Parliament.
But that is overambitious.
No, that is not overambitious.
Because you use the word overambitious.
That is subjective. Overambitious is subjective.
Ambitious is setting yourself targets that you know you can fulfill.
Absolutely, that is the imaginative thinking of a president who also wanted to be a president in 2020, and former president wanted to be a president in 2020. And he also set a target for himself and says that you should go for 40 when you clearly is looking for 96. So I just want to defeat that thinking by John Mahama that he couldn't have stated that. Because if you think others were over-ambitious, then you were also overtly over-ambitious.
But you and John Mahama actually fundamentally agree that the ambition to build 111 hospitals in districts across the country is not feasible within the time frame he had. You said each government had managed the maximum.
The source of funding.
The maximum hospitals each government have built is what, 12?
Evans, yes, but obviously
so
by the end of this year...
So that's your own statistics backs the former president's point.
That is what makes Nana Addo's vision different. Now, by the end of this year, they would have been going almost to about 50 or 60 of them would be completed. And that would be novelty, like it's never happened. Like people will tell you, if you're looking at conservative minds, they will tell you that you couldn't have done 60 in 8 years. It's not possible because you just look at precedents. And the argument is that if precedents has always looked at 10 or 12, why wouldn't he talk about 20? But he's been able to by December, he's going to look at about 60 or 70 done.
No.